Webb. It's May 2nd, 2017. I'm going to make a quick video here today. I got this idea earlier. I think it's a really good idea. I seen in my news feed on Facebook, the Midland Reporter Telegram, the local newspaper, did a news story about the chief of police and a recent officer up there that got into some trouble. And the Chief of Police Price Robinson, they quoted him as saying, officers will be held accountable. Appropriate action will be taken if an officer conducts themselves in a manner that is inconsistent with the general orders or laws, Robinson says. I just read that. You know what the first thing I'm thinking about is the secret police that were caught inside my house covering up the murder attempt of my life. Two of them that are Midland Police Department. $2,000 reward that's been offered for over a year to identify the secret police. Proof that they stole evidence. They covered up a capital attempted murder of my life that left me crippled. And so I've just had the hardest time trying to get them identified, and then at the same time I'm getting death threats, burglar alarms going to my house. Crimes are still being committed against me. It's an incredible injustice when I moved down here as a 25-year company man and spent my life savings on a home with hope, and I moved in a home that was rigged for literally hidden access and then used for terror and murder. And I believe they murdered the guy before me. Anyway, here's what I'm going to do. Is I went through and I got email addresses of all the reporters in the area, because I've contacted reporters before and then all of a sudden they get fired or they quit or whatever. And I want everybody involved. I want all the news stations, all the reporters, all the the newspaper, and I got all them email addresses. I've already built that. Okay, I got the mayor and the city council. I already got their email addresses. Got the district attorney. Got the city manager. The sheriff, Gary Painter, I got him on the list. And so I've already pre-built this to save us time, to make this a quick video. And I've already written a letter, I've written an email to the chief, and I'm writing it to the chief based on his statement that his officers will be held accountable. And I'm copying all them other people, and I'm going to make a video of it, and you're going to see me hit send. Okay? So it's going to be all over the world. Everybody is going to see that the chief of police, Robinson, has been asked to identify the secret police, and we believe that two of them are Midland police officers, and we also know that the police report says they're not here. And so I'm going to go through that, and I'm going to show you that. We'll send it, and then I'll put it in my Facebook and YouTube, and then I'll have to wait. And, I have to wait and see if what's been going on is I'm just getting ignored, and I'll send out probably 20 emails to the chief of police and the mayor and the city council and everybody else. And that's been in the censorship of the news. They haven't reported fake news. They've omitted the news, and I believe it's cost lives. I really do. Because I believe one of the secret police in my house went on to murder somebody else. And that's one reason they don't want to identify them, because they know once they do, then somebody's going to go back, wait a minute, wouldn't Sandra Simpson be alive today if you would have identified them a long time ago? And I say, yeah, I bet she would be. So anyway, let me rotate the camera here and let's do this real quick. Okay, here we are. Here's the article that I found today. It was come out on May 1st, and today is the 2nd, so it was yesterday. And this is a picture of Chief Police Price Robinson, Midland, Texas, Chief Police Price Robinson. He says officers will be held accountable. Appropriate action will be taken if an officer conducts themselves in a manner that is inconsistent with the general orders or laws, Robinson says. And we all know that secret police games are illegal. Okay, I think everybody doesn't have to be told that. This is not North Korea. It's not the KGB. This is not Adolf Hitler and the SS. Okay, this is America. We got a secret police gang. We need to get them identified, and we got to get them stopped from breaking into homes. Okay, so here I went and I did Google searches, and you can find this mayor and city council. Here is the email addresses to the entire city council. They're already in my email. Okay. Let's meet the team of the Permian Basin, your basin. This is KMID, Channel 2, it's ABC. And so all the anchors and all the reporters, I didn't get the meteorologists, but I'm going to show you. I got every single one of them. I pre-built the email list, okay? CBS 7, okay, Meet the Team. All the anchors and all the reporters, they don't have a big team over there. And Craig and Greg, they got left out, and Jake got left out because you know, they don't care about the news. They only care about the weather. Anyway, once again, I'm at News West 9. Here we go. We're taking care of them. And I got them. And I actually already built the Midland Reporter Telegram newspaper. I didn't get the Odessa American because I'm in Midland. But I just want to show you, this is where I went on the internet to do that. Here's the email that I've already created. And I titled it, and you can see this long list here. All them names and 33 more. Okay? So that's who all this goes to. And it's sent to Price Robinson, copied everybody else. So the chief of police is being held accountable to his statement about accountability in the Midland Police Department and secret police identity. And I said, Chief of Police Robinson, I saw the recent Midland Reporter Telegram article that quoted you as saying, officers, I've already read that twice. I was transferred to Midland by DCP Midstream in 2008 as a 25-year company man, and I buy a home where the young previous homeowner had just died. I've since found evidence which leads me to believe that he was murdered. My first call for a burglary was November 2010, and my first call reporting somebody in my attic was January 2011. A year later, on January 28, 2012, my phone lines were cut and I was shot by a person under my home with burglar alarms going off in my attic. This is an incredible story. This incredible story is backed up with incredible proofs, such as the fact that I called the Paso and Midland DEA, who didn't look, and reported a suspected tunnel going under my home 2 weeks before. That can be proven. And the secret police were caught on camera covering up this murder attempt. Will you please identify? This is the question. I'm asking you a question, Chief. You're on video. The whole world is watching. Will you please identify and hold accountable the secret police that were caught on camera sneaking into my home, stealing evidence, and staging the crime scene of this murder attempt? I would also like my stolen property back. This is the proof or voice recorder that I told Detective Rodriguez about just a few minutes after being shot by surprise in my house. Okay, Officer Chandler had falsely reported that she had checked in as evidence, but it's not in the evidence logs. Officer Chandler lied, and we have the proof of that. The only reason that we know these secret police were in my home is because they had accidentally started my security camera while attempting to disable it. That's what the evidence shows. Two of them have been tentatively identified as Detective Rosie Rodriguez and April Chandler by comparing other known pictures. It's suspected that another of them may be murderer and former Midland K-9 police officer Chad Simpson. On 12/13/14, I posted to Facebook a security camera picture of a secret police wearing a Midland K-9 police jacket and a story called Rape and Murder, which was about a young girl that had been murdered at a 2010 oil show party for refusing to prostitute. My friend who told me about this murder was afraid to report it and told me that high-level police were there. I believe her, and I clearly understand why she was afraid. Okay, 2 days later, Midland K-9 police officer Chad Simpson murdered his wife, Sandra Simpson, and then killed himself. Please confirm, if this is a question, please confirm if Chad Simpson was one of the secret police caught in my home and or if he had any involvement in the murder of that young girl at the 2010 oil show party. Okay. All right. Okay. And that can be found on my Facebook and on my timeline. Go look at that date and you can read that story. This leaves a half dozen or more secret police that I haven't been able to get named, even with a $2,000 reward offered. You will notice that the first two that arrived in my home seem to be dressed in tan uniforms such as the DPS or Sheriff Department wears. The question has been asked if one of them is the late Sheriff Deputy Mike Naylor. Obviously, Rodriguez and Chandler know who the other secret police are. If that's the case, then it would mean 2 law enforcement officers and a policeman's wife are now dead that all had connections to the murder attempt on my life. I'm copying every reporter in the local area as well as the mayor and the city council on this email, which includes the pictures and links to related videos. In addition, I'm creating a video of me sending this email to you so it can be viewed by people all across the world for years to come. We all look forward to your reply. Sincerely, Buddy Webb. My YouTube channel is Buddy Webb, one word. My Facebook, buddy.webb.353. And I'll put links to some of these videos that I think are important. Secret Police Heard on the Police Scanner. That tells the short story real quick. It's a newer video I just did last week. Midland, Texas Secret Police, 35,000 views. This has the actual security camera pictures of the secret police in my house. These are the big pictures. Email the Texas Rangers. This one shows me crawling out of my house, and while I'm crawling, you see the lights go off on the car in my driveway. The people that shot me were here. They got caught on camera. And then you see the first two secret police. This is an important one. Email the Texas Rangers. $1 Million Underground Facilities. A woman called me. She was one of a half dozen people that have told me there's an underground facility near my home. Human trafficking tunnel. I believe that's what was going on here. Besides the underground facility, is they were running a 24/7 sex trafficking business to the secluded trucking lane behind my house. I didn't say the tunnel went to Mexico. I said it went 75 foot over there to a secluded trucking lane, and you'll see that in this video. Oil show party murder. This is the young girl and telling that story that I told about. Dying in two towns. This is the story of Mike Lahan, the guy lived here before me, 27 years old. His death certificate's in Fort Worth, and my neighbor told me twice that he died in his house. She convinced me, and there's other evidence supports her story. I believe he was murdered here, and then the home was sold to me. User interface was a secret covert ID used at the hospital to cover up the person who I believe falsified my x-rays before I was intentionally maimed and mutilated at the hospital. Desperate to amputate is showing the repeated attempts to talk me into cutting off the evidence or cutting off my leg, and I believe this is all connected back to the failed murder attempt on my life where I shot. And this is a short story. Everybody knows it's a much bigger story than here. I want to hit send, okay? And so everybody can see my mouse go down, hit send, okay? Hello, send, there. Okay. Here's the list of the email addresses on the right. That's where I built it from. You can see that. I believe I had planned on attaching them, and I don't think I got them attached. There's some failures on that. The proof. Me crawling out. See what's happening. And I've seen this. These are delivery failure notices. But I think what it is the news has me blocked because they don't want to report the news. That's what I'm thinking. These are the secret police right here. This guy's still secret. This guy's still secret. This guy's still secret. This is April Chandler. This guy's still secret. But we think it might be Chad Simpson. This guy's still secret. This one's Rosie Rodriguez. This guy's still secret. This guy here wearing a Midland K9 police jacket, he's still secret. First two police, they're both still secret. We're asking if one of them's Mike Naylor. Okay? And so here is the police report. It says they're not in my house. And here's the picture saying they are. This is secret police. Secret police. I believe this is the legal entry. This is Rosie Rodriguez. This is secret police. I think they look alike. And see their timestamp. This was a legal entry. That was the secret police entry. And notice they're searching drawers too. Okay, whoever, we don't even know who they are. Okay, here we go. This is from the paper. This is April Chandler having a badge pinned on her by her husband Michael Chandler. This is a secret police. This is a secret police with her hand in the bag, still in evidence. Okay, still in evidence, and it looks just like April Chandler, and I believe it is April Chandler. Okay. Minutes after I'm shot, I'm saying there's sirens going off in my home. The alarms kept going off. I was shot during a home invasion, folks. I mean, that's it. You know, I'm the crime victim. That's what's so horrific about this whole thing. I'm the crime victim. Okay, and I tell them then there's a voice recorder in the closet. And I go, it's proof. It's proof. I had proof. Proof of what? That the alarms were going off. It's recorded on a voice recorder. And then at the same minute, Rodriguez is documented as being inside the room because the nurse says that she's going to give my stuff to my brother, okay, and gives a badge number. So we know that the detective found out the voice recorder, the proof was at the house, proof of the home invasion. Okay, and then Chandler states that she found the voice recorder. But in the evidence logs, it's not there. It's gone. It's stolen. So that's the stolen proof I was talking about. And the last person to have that was April Chandler. This right here, rape and murder story, go back to December 13, 2014. You can read the whole story right here. It's still on my timeline. 2 days before Midland K-9 police officer murdered his wife and killed himself. Okay? And that would be Sandra Simpson. Interesting, Sandra Simpson's from Hobbs, New Mexico. I'm from Hobbs. Chad Simpson from Hobbs. Mike Naylor's from Hobbs. And so you might be seeing a pattern there, okay? And here we go. This come out of the news at the time. Chief Police Robinson tells us investigating the shooting as a murder-suicide and that Chad Simpson pulled the trigger on his wife and killed her dead, okay? Or something like that. Okay, here's one conversation I got. Rhonda Denman Rogers. I say, my home's sitting on top of some underground facility. She says, yes, I know. It's a half block away. Yeah. Okay. Here's another guy. He's threatening me, you know. He says, remember, we know who you are. We know where you sleep. We have access to your residence at all times. We have access to your residence. And you know what he meant by that? They have underground access. That's what he meant. No one will ever believe your story. That's why nobody will ever believe my story, because underground access. And then he tells me, I will be silenced, not if, but when. So I have been waiting, okay? I live under a death threat. Anyways, this is Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas. We'll just wait. Talk to y'all later. Bye.